Hey, what's up, my guys? We're here with
Marvelous.
Anguando, and we're starting a new channel. It's called Wisco Entertainment
With Marvelous and Quan.
with Marvelous Anguando, of course. Um, all right. Well, what does this new podcast ensue?
This first episode or pilot uh, is definitely a Looney one, I would say. Uh, it we went and saw Looney Tunes the day the Earth blew up, a Looney Tunes movie, and it was very good. Um, it was hilarious for all ages. That's the great thing about some kids' films. They make their humor for all ages and not just kids, and that's fun, especially if you're like nostalgic for the property or franchise, I should say. But yeah, what did you think about it in general?
Well, Mr. Marvelous, I believe that that was a winner. I think that that was probably the best movie. I'm a little bit biased, but best movie of the year so far.
I do think that too. Yeah.
We uh, we really enjoyed. I really enjoyed just getting to see it and just the nostalgia behind Looney Tunes is phenomenal. It there's so much that encompasses Looney Tunes from the movies that from the shows that my parents were watching.
What we're saying?
Looney Tunes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Looney Tunes. What do you find fascinating about Looney Tunes?
So in general, right now, Warner Brothers is. I genuinely like Warner Brothers, but since the Discovery merger, they've made some poor decisions, and they're kind of pissing off some people. Um, But basically, they want Max to now be just an adult streaming service, basically. So they're focusing on like HBO and stuff like that.
It almost seems like all the streaming services are trying to pull in more adult
And
audiences.
that's all right. Like I think Disney Plus needed that. They needed something to keep the subscribers coming back because people are nostalgic for Disney, so they want to watch the old stuff. But then they're just like, what else do I got?
Right.
Um,
But
but
building, I think that building new memories with the next generation's also a good thing for them.
Yes, they should have variety. Like they're limiting themselves right now. They had what they needed, and then they're just like, yeah, we're taking half of it away. So if you were like pissed at what we've been doing besides that, you're not gonna like Max right now.
Right.
But yeah, they've so they were making two Looney Tunes movies at the same time. This movie, The Day the Earth Blew Up, a Looney Tunes movie, and Coyote versus Acme. They made them completely, and then they pretty much scrapped them both. Um, Coyote versus Acme, they did a tax write off for 32 million, even though they spent 75 to make the movie. Um, a quick rundown about that, so I don't have to go back to it. Is there was a 1990 article, like that this journalist made for fun, about um, Wile E. Coyote suing the Acme Corporation, the corporation that he buys all his like dynamite and other like weapons and stuff that he tries to go after Roadrunner with, because they're always faulty, he thinks, and they always end up having him getting hurt or something going wrong with him. So that's an hilarious concept, but they finally made a movie about it. They had John Cena and a bunch of Will Forte and some other good like celebrities and stuff in it and actors. And then they made a trailer. Everybody was excited for it. They thought it was hilarious. Live action animation hybrid, like Space Jam or Back in Action. And yeah, so they basically wrote it off, or people think they did. At least it's not completely clear recently about that if they did or not, but they did scrap it for no reason basically. And then um, they offered it to people for 75 million, what they made it for, and people just think that's ridiculous. So they're not gonna pay that kind of money for it when they.
It's supposed to be one of the best movies that no Warner Brother has even submitted, like has even made. So
Yeah, at least recently. And
that's why it comes with a hefty price tag.
Yeah, but they're asking for what they made it for, even though they seemingly supposedly got 32 million for it. That's not fair. Um, so Ketchup Entertainment, they did the same thing pretty much with the day the Earth blew up, but they didn't do a tax write-off for that. They just scrapped it for some reason. And um, Ketchup Entertainment, the small entertainment company, I don't know how long they've been around for, but they basically saved the movie and distributed it. They offered a price that Warner Brothers agreed with, um, and that was really cool. So it had limited release, and because people are seeing it after the opening weekend, that didn't do great. It was only gonna be in theaters for like a week. It's been like pretty much a week later, and because word of mouth spread and people are going to see it because of how good it is, um, there's a chance that it's going to stay in theaters for longer, and the more money it makes, the better chance they actually have of buying Coyote versus Acme too, because they offered Warner Brothers $50 million, so they must have made some money back at least, and Warner Brothers is considering it, so there's a chance that movie will be saved too because of this. So that's pretty cool. Um, yeah,
I think that's well put.
thank you.
Um, but let's get back into like the nostalgia of Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
Like Looney Tunes has been around since the 40s, right? The 1940s.
I'd have to look it up to know the exact year, but it's probably the 30s, I would say. I don't know the exact year it started, but a lot of the main characters started in like the extremely late 30s or the early 40s, but like basic Looney Tunes, the concept started in the 30s for sure. But yeah,
So something almost 100 years old, still going strong.
or it should be
There's
at least.
it should be, and we should encourage it to go into the future
Yeah,
because it's just something that we need. It's something that brings people joy. It's something that could get us to the next big thing.
yeah. Looney Tunes could be huge right now, but if we don't support it and support it enough to get like Coyote vs. Acme made and stuff like that, it could slowly die, and that would kind of suck. Especially with the company that made it turning against it, basically, and
So it
not
gives
supporting
Looney
it.
Tunes some love.
Yeah, if it is still in your theaters, which it may or may not be, consider go seeing it if you're a fan of the thing or 2D animation. It's 2D animated movie in 2025. That's awesome. Um, yeah, just consider going to see it. We definitely recommend it. Anything else?
Oh well, let's talk a little bit about what else we will be talking about on this
Oh yeah,
podcast.
that's a good idea.
So this podcast isn't just limited to movies. It's got we've got information on series like TV series. We've got information on um, any type of movies. If it's a movie, send us a comment, send us a like. And please subscribe to Wisco Entertainment with
Marvelous.
and Quando. So yeah, just give us a shout out.
Yeah.
We'll give you a shout out if you give some good comments, and
Yeah.
we're looking just to build a fan base here. So if you have anything that you want to say or anything that would bring our channel up, that would be much appreciated.
Yes. And about the shoutouts thing, yeah, if you have like a comment that you have an idea for a video or something, we end up making it, just put like a parentheses in your comment just saying shout out. That means you want a shout out. And we can like put your name on the board for an episode or something like that and show it for a second or a couple seconds or something. Or we could, yeah, and then like tell people what your comment was and why we decided to make the video because of that. So yeah, that's basically um, the gist of the channel. I also have a page called Marvelous Movie. and I'm gonna have that on the homepage that you can access that. And I know Quando's in some episodes of that, a few future episodes of that as well. So yeah,
Yeah, so give us a shout out, Marvelous and Quando. It's gonna be great. Well, there's more. There's more. We will cover like certain current events on movies, current events on, um, just things going on around us. Because sometimes life just affects how everything runs.
yeah,
So it's not we're not limited.
yeah.
I mean we are, but we're not at the same time.
Example of a current event that affected, like movies would be like the writer's strike. Like that delayed so many things, like a year or something like that, or half a year. There's another example that
And the whole AI boost stuff
yes,
too.
there's another example that if I say the name of, they'll probably demonetize us. So I'm not going to say the name of, but the pandemic. So yeah, um, that definitely affected
That's going on 4 years
movies.
ago.
I know, I know, but that definitely affected movies a lot, and delayed movies years in some cases. Because
Yeah, we're just starting to get movies that were supposed to come out in like 2022, 2021,
yeah, in some
and
cases, yeah,
and it it's just it just strikes me odd, don't you think?
yeah, it's crazy.
But anyway, there's other things that are going on besides just a couple of things that we've talked about here today. Like for example, the new Snow White film, the what
Um,
else you got anything? The Thundermans,
Thunderbolts, yeah.
Thunderbolts, yeah.
We're talking about movies that are coming out soon.
Yeah, movies
Yeah,
that are coming out soon.
yeah,
A lot of live action remakes.
like How to Train Your Dragon and
Lilo and Stitch.
yeah. So if you had to pick one movie or a couple movies from the rest of the year that you wanted to see or that you're most excited for that you know of right now, what would it be?
Me, I'd have to say that the new How to Train Your Dragon is probably going to um it's probably going to be the next big thing. But the new live action Lilo and Stitch is actually probably what I'm going to go and watch with my
Yeah,
family. Um, actually pretty good. To go the the live action How to Train Your Dragon. That'd be a nice boys' night out, man.
oh yeah, that'd be fun. I would definitely do that. Yeah, for me it would probably be 100%. There's a lot of I would excited for if I'm just gonna rattle off like several, it would be um, Superman, Fantastic Four: First Steps. Similar situation with Looney Tunes. This Looney Tunes situation. If people don't support Superman and go to it and it doesn't do well, they said they're not gonna continue the DCU other than probably like the couple that are coming out this year, like Peacemaker season 2 and Lanterns. They're probably not gonna continue it, and that'd be really sad because then we don't have a DC cinematic universe. Other than maybe an animated one that they make once in a while. But yeah,
I mean, DC Universe has kind of been getting a little bit of hate though too because of everything that happened after the Flash.
yeah, but I'm hoping Superman can reboot people's fascination and love for DC. Because they're rebooting themselves.
Rekindle.
Yes, rekindle is a better word. Reboot is I said reboot because it is a reboot. So, but yeah, um, and then the other couple ones, I'm super excited for the Minecraft movie because of the memes, Jack Black, and because I love Minecraft. And then Lilo and Stitch, I used to love that franchise too. So, or I still do. So yeah, those are my probably top four for the rest of the year. But yeah, anything else you want to add, or should we wrap this up here?
Now I'm thinking. I think the new season of House of the Dragons is coming out too.
Oh, nice. Yeah, yeah.
That's something to look forward to. Um, I don't know what else. What else is coming out in entertainment? Um,
Um,
well, I know that they've got like the new Night Court coming on too. Well, the new Night Court's been on for a couple of years now.
Yeah.
But that's something to take a little bit more of a look at. Cause I absolutely loved the Night Court from the '80s, from the late '80s, early '90s.
Nice.
You ever watch Night Court?
I have not. No.
That's a series for you to watch, my friend.
All right.
But I don't know. I think we're just about done here.
Yeah.
We're gonna wrap it up.
Sounds good. So yeah, thank you for watching, and we will see you in episode.
Remember again to like
and
and
subscribe.
subscribe.
We will see you guys next time in episode 2.
That's all, folks. Wisco. Enter.
Yeah, it's not going.
Entertainment.
What is going on?